Bitcoin is manifest destiny for America.
And by the way, he makes one car. This one I don't understand. This one I don't want, but that's okay. Without a steering wheel. It comes out next year, right?
Yes.
Explain that, please.
Yes. Well, the CyberCap starts production in Texas next year, and it's self-driving. We have so much confidence in the self-driving nature of it that it'll actually not have a steering wheel. It will not have pedals. It'll either self-drive or not drive at all, but it'll self-drive.
President Trump,
And I'm going to pass on that particular.
When it comes to the stock market, the numbers that we see today, the numbers we saw yesterday, the numbers we'll see tomorrow are a snapshot of a moment in time. And as President Trump has said, and I'm here to echo the remarks of this president of this White House, we are in a period of economic transition. We are in a period of transition.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction.
it was absolutely lousy. And when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And then also, of course, in the first quarter of 2025, we always get a correction. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten, and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto flat right now. After making a move up, pull back, and right now we're flat. And we have stocks making a move up. And I told you guys it's going to be a roller coaster ride, up and down. And I'll touch on this when I speak about the Fed. But we had CPI coming in today, 0.2% lower. They didn't have to worry about creating a narrative because they have Trump out there as a distraction. There is plenty of distractions going on. But as we see, inflation still sticky. That means the Fed is not going to make a move because the labor market is still decent. And after getting that inflation report, we saw yield rates just slowly move back up. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates again moving higher, and we know that's not good for markets. And we have Jerome in the house next week, and we know he's not going to do anything. Pause, and that's going to make yields go even higher. And then right now we have the dollar lower. We have volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Circle mints another 250 million USDC on Solana. And we have Binance will delist non-stable coins by March 31st to comply with MiCA regulations. Also, we have Gemini expands USD payment rails to European institutions. And guys, we know this is all about getting that dollar out as a stable coin instead of fiat. Remember, their job is to do the work for the Fed. Now we have Mexi Ventures invest $36 million in Ethena and its stablecoin USDE. And we know how important these stablecoins are. It's nothing but digital fiat But now these stable coins are programmable with smart contracts being able to tell you what, when, how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend them, or poof, they're gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at 137 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. So the robots, algorithms, and drones can take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher tells you. And a lot of you keep asking me, when is the bleeding going to stop for Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks? Now, I told you the emerging markets would rise. And because nobody's looking at the emerging markets are doing great. It's the United States markets that are taking a hit. And if you've been following me from the beginning, you've already set yourself up to be successful going forward, because the emerging markets, the Middle East, will rise with this fourth industrial revolution. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, we're going to continue on pumping and dumping until we get stable coin regulation. So do I think that Bitcoin has bottomed? No, I do not, but it's not going to be a lot. It's not going to be that big pullback. Now, when it comes to U.S. stocks, I think small caps are going to continue on getting beat up. But when it comes to large cap and AI, we just have one more pullback, and then we'll start moving up. We're close to the actual bottom. Remember, when it comes to the Fed, they price it in. They've already taken $4 trillion off the market. And I see the labor market weakening in the summer, and that's when I see the Fed making its first rate cut. I don't think they can wait until September. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs right now down. Now we have Franklin Templeton files a prospectus for an XRP ETF, and we've had plenty of filings for XRP ETFs. But the fact is, until the SEC drops the case, they're going to continue on delaying. Now we have CBOE files for a Solana ETF on behalf of Franklin Templeton, and also the SEC has delayed Solana and XRP ETFs. Now we also have the SEC delaying approval for Fidelity spot Ethereum options, and we definitely don't need options right now, because that means we'll be taking another leg down when it comes to Ethereum. And never forget, when you're a trader, you should be making money whether it goes up or down. That's the reason why they have calls and puts. And I warned you ahead of time that we will be pulling back in this first quarter. So you definitely should have took advantage. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. Now we have Bitwise launches an ETF tracking companies that hold at least 1,000 Bitcoin. And we have Kathy Wood's ARK Invest offloads $29 million worth of Block Inc. shares in 2 days. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Sony Block Solution Labs, Sonium, partners with Lon to integrate Lon Mini apps on chain to enhance Web3 gaming experience. And remember, guys, 60% of the economy is going to be surrounded by some type of gaming. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have a lot of building going on, and again, everybody's going to be looking at the price, but we're definitely seeing this fourth industrial revolution being built right in front of our eyes. We have Ethereum Layer 2 Starknet unveils plans to settle on Bitcoin and Ethereum, aiming to unify the two largest blockchains on a single layer. And yes, guys, you heard that correct. Interoperability is the key. And we have Mercado Bitcoin and Polygon Labs look to issue $200 million worth of tokenized assets in Latin America. And again, the emerging markets are leading the fourth industrial revolution. And speaking of investing in the fourth industrial revolution, we have MGX and Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund invest $2 billion in Binance for minority stake investment and was made in a stablecoin. And again, guys, you heard that correct. And anytime you're investing $2 billion in an exchange, you're expecting big returns in the long run. And what does a crypto teacher teach you? Follow the money. The fourth industrial revolution is being built. And yes, you have the mainstream media, social media is not going to tell you this. But guys, you got to get in the lab. Make sure you strategize. Make sure you get invested. But again, not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But again, the fourth industrial revolution is moving fast forward. And lastly, we have Bolivia turns to crypto for energy imports amid dollar and fuel shortages. So they're going to be paying for energy in a stable coin. I know it says crypto, but we know they're not using crypto. They're going to use a stable coin. We know the EU already has regulation. We'll have regulation this year for stable coins. And I told you in the NWO book, if it wasn't for crypto, this whole economy would crumble. But because of Bitcoin and crypto, we're just moving over to a digital economy. But unfortunately, it's the beast system. So therefore, you have to make sure you stay educated. So therefore, you don't fall for the devil's tricks. And anytime someone's using a stable coin to pay for energy, and you look in the sky and you don't see a bomb, which is old as I am, if anybody was using anything other than that dollar, something bad was about to happen, or someone got the kapow, then we know this is part of the plan. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.